Cheers! The sequencer is a powerful feature from Sharpcap Pro, the software I use for astrophotography and EAA. So, basically it concentrates a group of tasks and do it all at once, just with a push of a button. That's great. For example, every night I have 3 tasks in a row to grab the equatorial platform and place it here, then the rocker, and then the tube. 3 tasks. If I have a sequencer to do that, it will be by order, the 3 tasks, and the sequencer will do all at once with a push of a button, and I will just have to go to the telescope and watch. So basically, when you have tasks like open the camera, a specific camera in the software, then specific exposure, you want a specific gain, brightness, type of file. If you have all that tasks until you start to search for the object, why not have something like a sequencer to do it all at once for you? So you just have to push a button and it opens the camera, put all the settings that you want, and you just start searching. And then when you find the object, you want to open live stack, adjust again, everything again. So if you have the sequencer, you have a sequence with all that tasks, routine tasks that you do, and you just push another button and the sequencer do it all at once for you. Isn't it great? So I will show you in this video a real action, how to use it and the benefits of using it. And then after that, if you're interested, and I'm sure you will if you use Sharpcap, you will see how I prepare just one sequence, a demo one, for you to know how to do it and make your life easier. Remember this, at the time I'm recording this video, the sequencer is only at the experimental version of Sharpcap. That's the one I use now. But I'm sure Robin, the creator of Sharpcap Pro, will release soon in the official version this feature, because it's so interesting and it's a very, very powerful feature for us to use and have the software doing everything for us. Please subscribe to my channel, give it a like to the video if you like, and let's do it. So, all connected, Sharpcap open. This is the beta version. Now, first, when you open Sharpcap, you have to open the camera. I don't need it because I have a sequence that include open the camera and then put all the settings I want to start searching for an object. Okay, I just go to sequencer, run recent, and I have all. If you put run, you go to the all of your sequences. But as I used recently, now I have here, and I choose one. I call it start 294. It's this camera. I push the button and look what you do. Look. Run the sequence. I close the window, and is already searching with height gain. This case I think is 2-second exposure to search. I want this to search, so I avoided to choose all the settings again. Open the camera. No, I just push a button and I have already all prepared. Now I will search an easy target. I have here Hercules cluster that is right in front of me. Just hold on, I will do the go-to. Okay. And then it's it's an easy target. It is. Let's see. More or less. It's an easy target. Here it is. What I'm doing, I move the scope for you that have Dobsonians. This is interesting. I'm sitting here and I move. I don't stand up again. I move. Look, I want to move the object to center. The object has to go up. So I move my Dobsonian with the 3 legs I have in the Dobsonian to store it vertically. I just move. I have 1 leg just for this, so I can be sitting and moving without problems. I will put more, not so centered, more up for you to see while I stack. Okay, perfect. Now, what I want to show you is this. I search the object, I find the object. Now look what I do. Not me. I just push a button. Sequencer. I will stack, for example, I have different sequences. I will stack 4 seconds. I push the button. Okay. Look, I just close the window and he's already stacking. He's already stacking. Now, I just play with the histogram. He's already stacking. 3 stack, 12 seconds. I just play with the histogram, auto stretch, color, as I showed in the first video. And now, I play with it a bit. See, today we have the moon, but that's okay, doesn't matter. And look at this, it's stacking. You see, I just push a button to start and search, and then I push another button to do the auto stack, the live stack. So this is the keep it simple way, and it's wonderful because I just sitting here, see, and I do nothing, just see the object. I want to see better. I go to the zoom. Let's say this is a big object. 25%. Look how big it is. You see? Now imagine that's enough. 10 minutes or so looking at the object. I take a snapshot, as I show you in the first video, the introduction. And now I go to another object. I put the sequencer. To go to another object, I have a search sequence. I do search, and it's going again to the settings I have in the beginning when the software started. And look, a satellite. And I search another object. Okay, let's stay in this object to not waste time. I have another object here, and I just go to sequencer. Imagine I want now, because it's windy or whatever, and I want just 2 seconds, a live stack with 2 seconds. I go here, I have more, I have 10, I have 15, 30, okay, 2 seconds. I just push the button, look, close the window, it's stacking already, see? And now I go to the histogram, stacking already. For stack, 8 seconds. Auto stretch, okay, 2 more clicks. Oh man, 2 more clicks. And now I play with this. See? Again, this is another stack. See? That's it. And I enjoy the object. Just this. Zoom, 25, See? Now tell me, are you lazy? So do it with a sequencer. That's it. Keep it simple. Now I will show you how to prepare the sequence, the different sequences that you will do only once and then just have to push a button, like me. So this is Sharpcap. This is the beta version. Don't forget that. You can download it too. We go to sequencer, and then this is to prepare to build a sequence. You go to edit and you create one. It will open this window, the sequencer window, and then you got on the left all the tasks. You have loads of tasks, and I'm sure Robin will figure more during the building of this sequencer. I'm sure he will have more, but I use the important ones. You have focuser, wheel, I mean cooler. I don't use that because I don't have cooler, I don't have autofocuser, I don't use the wheel, but you can use it. Anyway, you will create a new one. I will load a sequence like for example, the 2 seconds, 450 of gain. Okay, I will load a sequence for you to see what I have done. First one, the task that you just have to slide this here, you see, like this. Okay. First one, set the display zoom level, and at the right you choose, you see, the level of the zoom. At the right is this little box is to adjust the settings for the task. Why I put this to 0? Because sometimes I forgot to change the zoom, to reset the zoom after I zoom in to magnify during EAA live stacking, and then when searching for another object it will show zoomed, and I zoomed in and I didn't want that. So I have this first task to reset to 0. Just write in a paper what you do in a regular session. You do a regular session, you check what you check and what you click. You check the display zoom level, you check the gain and adjust to the gain you want, etc. By order. It's important because in this case, these 2 first tasks, no problem to change the order, but for another tasks it's very important. So as long as you do the same order as you do in a regular session, so it will be fine. Display zoom level to 0. Set resolution. I have the camera at the maximum resolution. Please, when doing this, connect your camera. I don't need, because I have already, I will not change anything in my sequence. But for example, for this feature of the resolution, you will need to have the camera connected, because if not, you click here at the right and will show no resolution, because the software obviously doesn't know what camera is connected. It's known now. So reset the display stretch. This reset the mini histogram. It's important because sometimes we use the mini histogram to enhance the display, to search, in my case, to search better for some objects when the scene is bad, whatever. Then we forgot to reset, and then what happens is when we go live stacking, it will mess with the histogram of the live stacking. I will show you. in the camera of the simulation for you to see. If you don't know, it's important. Test camera. Okay, this is the camera. You see, the mini histogram is this one here. When I search for objects, sometimes I do like auto stretch here to enhance, and then I don't need it anymore. I start the live stacking, and usually I forgot to reset, which is here. If I reset this round arrow, I can go to the live stack. If I forgot and I stretch, and then I go to the live stacking, okay, and I will do auto stretch, and it will, now it's not working here in the simulation, but when I do this, it will mess and double the stretch. So reset and then auto stretch. Okay, so that sequence resets that, and make sure that I don't forget that. Now the exposure, it will be changed here at the right. Then the gain, also here at the right. Now it doesn't show because I have not the camera connected. Binning to 1, I always use the 1. Offset to 8. Offset is the brightness. Some cameras call offset, others the brightness. Anyway, here is offset, so you know what it is. Output format to fits. I always want to have fits file. Then reset live stacking. This is when it jumps already to the part of the live stacking. You will clean all if is anything rolling. It will clean, reset, and then live stacking reset stretch. This will reset the histogram stretch, the one you saw, the big one. And then the live stacking reset white balance. This will reset the color. This one. This is the color. It will reset except the saturation. You have the red, green, blue, and then the saturation. The saturation will stay the same. So if you want, then you can adjust. But this automatically resets this. And the previous one resets the auto stretch, the histogram. Okay, now we come back to the, and then you can use flat frames. I don't use flats. I don't feel I need it, and I'm too lazy for that. And I have to put here in the file path at the right as it is here, none. But like it is here, then it will not pull a flat frame. However, in the darks, I use darks, very important for me. If I click here, I choose the dark that I previously saved in my dark library. Then it will be applied at this stacking. For example, this is a 2-second exposure and 450 gain. So the dark is the same, 2-second exposure, 450 gain. Then you start live stacking, just like that. And at the end, play the alert sound. I'd like to have the alert sound to warn me when the little window that jumps, the little box with the progress bar of the sequencer. I like to know when it really stops, because if it didn't stop and you don't have the alert sound, basically you will click to close the window and it will not close until it finish all the sequences. So just for us to know, and then the sound it rings a bell, and then we close the little window. So it's just that to add, for example, the sequence that I have to start, I just add as the first task, open camera, and I put the camera. Okay, it was connected, so I just choose the camera, and I did like this. You can copy if you want. The other sequence that I have, very important, it's the search. The search sequence is just to basically change the exposure to 2 seconds and then height gain. In my case 550 for me to search. When I activate, and you saw in the previous live action, when I activate the search, it will run all of these tasks and will start searching. Then I activate the live stacking, it will activate the live stacking. And you do once the main sequencer, and then you just have to change. For example, now you load the one sequence, the first one. This one is the 5 seconds. Imagine I want to do a new one of 10 seconds. You come here to the right, exposure 10, okay? Then you set the gain, it's the same, but if you want, you change here with the camera connected. And then you change the dark. In my case, I only have to change the dark. So I will pull the dark here according to the exposure, the 10-second exposure. So as you can see, if you follow what I showed here carefully, nice and steady, you will. It's not difficult. This is only to put here. See, you can choose wherever you want and just grab and put here. Slide. You see, it's very easy. So you write at the paper the tasks you do and that you want to be made by the sequence, and then you slide them here. I hope this helps you to use the sequencer and have a much flawless observing EAA session. Thank you.